Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to all of my fellow friends and our beloved lecturer Cik Sumaya binti Masori. Today we would like to present to you about our project. So I will start with our project name, which is Smart Traffic Light Control. In this project we do a traffic signal control using PLC, programmable logic control. Right. So now let me introduce to you all about our group member. First, my name is Muhammad Izwan bin Molpi. In second one, Nurhasha Fika binti Ahmad Jaid. And the last one, Lionel Avun Laing. Alright. Now we will touch about PLC first before we go through to our project more detail. So, what is PLC actually? PLC is a ruggedized computer used for industrial automation. These controllers can automate a specific process, machine function, or even an entire problem line. So this is a simple definition about PLC. Right, so we go to the next slide. How does PLC work? The PLC receives information from connected sensors or input devices, process the data and triggers output based on pre-programmed parameters. Depending on input output, a PLC can monitor and record runtime data such as a machine productivity or operating temperature, automatically start and stop processes, generate alarms if a machine malfunctions, and more. PLC a flexible and robust control solution adaptable to almost any application. That's how does PLC actually. Alright, so look at the figure. This is we call traffic light or traffic signal control. This is what we choose for our group to do a project for PLC. So for your information, traffic light or traffic signal are signaling devices positioned at road intersections and other locations to control flows of traffic. Traffic lights or traffic signal follow a universal color red, which is alternates the right of way. So start from green light. Green light allows traffic to proceed in the direction denoted. Next, we go to the red light. We also know red light as a flashing red indication that requires traffic to stop. So now we go to our objective for this project. So first thing first, our objective is to reduce the heavy traffic and congestion on the road by using PLC-based traffic diversion system. The second one is to get real-life application in the implementation of PLC, and the last one is to save energy in the use of traffic signal control. So this is a list of equipment for our project. First, we use a start button for latching button, and the second one is stop button for unlatching button, and we use 3 lights, which is red, green, orange, and next we use 3 timers, and the last one, the PLC model with Omron CP1E E20 SDRA. So this is all of our list of equipment. So we go to the safety and health precaution regulation. So the first one is care must be taken to avoid laying low voltage signal cables and subsequent communication cables. Then the second one is all wires must be sufficient to carry the correct current for all DC or AC. If wrong cable used, then this could catching of fire. Next, all connectors must be properly connected and installed securely, and avoid pressing too many screws on the connector. And the last one is double check all connections before turning on, as incorrect wiring. So that's all from me, and now I would like to pass to our next presenter.
Now we will go to the part simulation and analyzation. For initial condition, by giving positive 240 DC power supply, the light will active low. If start button is pressed, the operation will work. If start button is low or damaged, the system will remain open if the latching relay is turned on. If the stop button is pressed as a hard value, the operation will stop looping and power loss, since there is no power source to activate the operation. Even though the start button and the latching relay are both turned on. When the start button is pushed, the green timer turns on for 50 seconds and the green light will be turned on. After 14 seconds, the green timer will be turned off and the yellow timer will run for 3 seconds causes the yellow light to turn on. The yellow timer stops and the red timer begins to continue the operation after 80 seconds. Lastly, the procedure will run indefinitely until the stop button is clicked on. Product description. In this project, the traffic light sequence is the topic that has been chosen. It is because the principle and characteristic of traffic light control system is that can be used for controlling the traffic signal. Furthermore, we also had chosen the timer for project equipment. There is, the timer can set different times for each signal based on traffic on a particular route, which is a simple automation that reduces human interaction for handling the traffic at signals and reduce the overall cost for controlling traffic signal manually. Next, the methods that we use to describe the process sequence for our project is simple narrative. A simple narrative method only have to write hardware name for the input and output on the table. The table consists of 2 buttons and 3 timers, which is respectively start and stop button, and one of each green, yellow, and red timer. Every timer that represents as a timer on the road have been labeled with color name green, yellow, and red to separate each timer for traffic light. Next, the traffic light lane has their set of traffic light signal, red, yellow, and green that operate similar like common traffic light signal. There is 4 equipment that will be discussed for this part. It is the start button, stop button, PLC timer, and the latching relay. To begin, when the start button is hit, a usually open contact is used to deliver power to the operation. This gears also aids in preventing the process from starting up unexpectedly. Furthermore, it will avoid any electrical accident with the 240 voltage power source, which can create a dangerous situation for everyone. Aside from that, the stop button will employ a usually close contact, which would have the opposite impact on the state of the inputs in order to be dominant to all of the electrical components. If the start button state is stuck, the operator should stop the motor. The latching relay was wired to the system's stop button, apparently to make it a safer situation to stop the motor rather than leaving it to continue operating without the option to stop it. Moreover, the PLC timers include on-delay and off-delay electronic timing relays in the process. The timing starts counting at 40 seconds, 3 seconds, and 80 seconds interval and continues until the collect amount meets the preset setting. The output will be activated when the accumulated value meets the predefined time. Then, using the timer, it will emit red, yellow, and green light. Lastly, the latching relay is turned on when the power supply from start button activates. This program will use a pulse voltage to reset the stop button to off. Even if the input voltage is stopped, this relay retains its set or rest position until it gets the next inverting input from add-on. This relay will assist the systems in working properly if the start button has broken. Summary: the scope of this project is to submit a proposal for the implementation of a traffic light operation system based on programmable logic controller technology. In this method, traffic density will be measured by counting the number of vehicles in each lane and which lane comes first tracked vehicle gives. There will be a problem if only one relay does not work. The entire system will stop working automatically, and troubleshooting sometimes takes several hours to complete. Furthermore, the changes that take place pose a series of challenges as they often require a reorganization of the entire system. In addition, the control of traffic congestion and time delay has become an issue of focus in developing and underdeveloped countries. Meanwhile, in static signal control, the toggling sequence of the signal is in fixed time, and preferences are not given to any lane due to its traffic volume. So, to fix the problems that have been up there, we decided to use the timer to control the system. There is because the timer can set different times for each signal based on the traffic. After all, we have been labeled our timer with color name green, yellow, and red to separate each timer for a traffic light.
Hello, my name is Leonard Avon, and I'll be presenting Chapter 3, Literature Review. Control of traffic congestion and time delay has become an issue in developing and undeveloped countries. Our project is about helping to find a solution to this issue. There are two universal jurisdictions in traffic system, which is left driving jurisdiction and right driving jurisdiction. And here's the example of right driving and left driving. And a main traffic signal controlling system, which consists of 4 types, which is static signal control, coordinated signal control, continuous flow intersection, actuated signal control. Chapter 3.1, which is static signal control. Control the toggling sequence of the signal are in fixed time. This may result in time delay in the traffic sequence,
and also the possibility of waste of energy is high. Chapter 3.2 Coordinated Signal Control. And there are 4 complications which can impact signal coordination plans, which is traffic signal spacing, congestion, traffic signal cycling, corridor speed. And chapter 3.3 Continuous Flow Intersection, or also known as CFI. CFI design centers on the concept of removing the left-hand conflict from the main intersection. It is accomplished by crossing the left-hand traffic and coming through traffic at a signalized place several hundreds feet before the intersection. Chapter 3.4 Actuated Signal Control. Traffic signals operate in either pre-time or actuated mode, or some consist of combination of both. Actuated signals is capable of responding to the presence of vehicles at the intersection. It consists of intervals that are called and extended in response to the vehicle's detector. Chapter 3.5 Schematic and Ladder Diagram. And here's the complete ladder diagram for process control that we conduct in our project. And last, for the conclusion, is the heavy traffic could be reduced using this PLC traffic diversion system. Congestion and fatal accident also could be prevented using the system and make the roads a safer place to travel. Thank you.